but none seemed complete enough for me and for the people I was working with to really make permanent changes and really heal a person. So I by trial and error and by sequencing different aspects of different theories, I came up with this sequence, and it became known as source completion therapy.
Does it require a person to actually live that past experience, or just to kind of tap in and feel it again, or what's required of the client?
Okay, the first phase is in the process is awareness. So I have to make many people, if they've been hurt in their childhood, they repress it, the pain, and they suppress it. Especially children, it's so abhorrent of what's happening to them. They would short circuit, so their brain, as a protective mechanism, just represses, stuffs it down, as my people like to call it. And what happens, in order to get healed, they have to be aware of who hurt them, is the first step. So that would be the first step. So who hurt them, what don't they want to feel, how were they hurt, why were they hurt, made it happen. And then the second phase is called reliving, that they do have to go back in time. And I help them through visualization, self-hypnosis, to go back to all the sights, the sounds, the feelings, the smells, the entire situation. And that brings the feelings up to the surface. And then the third phase is they confront the person who hurt them with an effective feedback.
Right.
Now, some people don't want to go back that deep.
Right, I would think with some of, especially, I mean, even some of the examples you used in the book, I don't know that I'd want to go back there. Yeah.
Right, very painful, very intense. This is an intense process. Some people get scared of it. It takes courage to do it and courage to move on. The more they go back, the more cleansed they are, basically, is what happens. Okay? Because if they don't go back far enough, some of it still stays in, and it always comes out in what I call in the book these diversions.
Right.
Whether it's an obsession, a phobia.
Oh, we're going to talk about all the ways in which we divert, because we all do one or the other.
Correct.
And the name of the book is Give Back Your Pain, so it's critical that you address it and put it back on the source that delivered it.
Right, it seemed to make the most sense, and it was the sequence that was healing the people I was working with, so I was happy.
How about your own childhood?
Well, I had difficulties with it, my mother in particular, but I used this process, and that was working for me as well. So, and as my people ask me that, well, did you go through this process because you tell us to do it? I say absolutely, or I wouldn't be telling you to do it.
Yes, okay, good. We've got that out. Now, in the book, you take people back to their infancy, and you've said in there that if your needs do not go answered, it sets up a cascade of negative events in our life. And then it made me think back to one of the advice books, I think it was from the 1950s, maybe Spock, Dr. Spock, something about letting the kids cry it out. Right. You don't soothe babies, you let them cry it out and learn this is a tough place and they've got to get over it. Whoa!
I'm sorry. I think that is absurd. And it's
so
ridiculous.
Cruel.
It's cruel, mean, inhuman, and I never did it with my son. And if anyone asks me, I say, don't do it. The child will outgrow that. You get up, you meet his needs. He will be fine then. He will feel safe. He will be protected. He won't grow up scared.
Let's talk about what happens